If you're an American who travels internationally, or if you're flying to the United States, you're going to have to get a burner phone, and here's why. Border Patrol is now randomly seizing and searching phones of travelers, of people who are coming into the United States. In the past, they needed a reason to do this or some type of evidence against you, but this time they're just doing it at random without any just cause. In fact, an American man from Atlanta was recently arrested and charged because he refused to give access to his phone. And the way he did it was when CBP officers asked for his passcode, he gave them a distress passcode, which would automatically wipe and restore the entire phone. It would pretty much wipe everything clean off his phone. And just doing this act alone led to him being arrested and charged. Which, how is that even a crime? Because there was actually no evidence that he had even committed a crime, and it's not exactly illegal to wipe your own phone, right? So basically what they do is they take your phone, they're not just going through it manually and looking through all the photos and everything. They have the ability to access every single photo and video you ever deleted, every single text message you ever deleted, every single phone call you've ever deleted. They are able to access all of that.
You think when law enforcement takes your phone, they're just scrolling your photos. They're not. They usually plug it into software called Cellbrite. Look at this table of contents. See that red box? 3 deleted calls, 7 deleted notes, and 9 deleted timeline entries. The software doesn't just show what's on your phone now, it recovers the ghosts of what you tried to hide. To a forensic investigator, deleted doesn't mean gone, it just moves to a different column. And look at this. Locations. This extraction pulled 1,336 GPS coordinates. They don't just know what you said, they know where you were standing when you said it, and they tie it all back to your Apple ID and serial number.
I'm telling you guys right now, this is actually the beginning of the end of our rights. Like, we literally have no rights anymore. And naturally, I saw a bunch of people commenting like, well, you shouldn't be afraid if you're not doing anything wrong, blah, 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 blah. No, that is actually completely fucking false. First of all, the average law-abiding citizen accidentally breaks multiple laws in a day without even realizing it. There are actually multiple laws, some of them felonies too, by the way, that you are committing on a daily basis without even realizing it. Second, there are plenty of scenarios where you could be a perfectly law-abiding citizen and this is still a problem. I'll give you a few examples. Example 1. Imagine that you're a CEO of a big company, or you're an inventor. In your phone, you hold a lot of proprietary information about your company or your inventions. Border Patrol now has access to all your proprietary information. They can literally steal your work if they want to. And if you don't think law enforcement would do something like that, think again, because remember how I told you that the Department of Justice actually charged 2 former LAPD officers because they attempted to steal $40 million worth of goods by kidnapping a businessman and holding him hostage. Example number 2. Imagine that you are an attorney and you are representing very high-profile clients. You are holding a lot of confidential information, things that could actually make or break your case. And now the government has access to all of that. And this is especially problematic if you are a defense attorney. Third example. I don't know if you guys heard this news, but there was a woman who was arrested for criticizing Netanyahu on Facebook. She's literally going to jail for it for a couple of years, which is, how is that not a violation of your freedom of speech? Now think about all of the shit that you've said, either over text, over social media, whatever. Think about all of the shit that you've said. They could find literally any reason to criminalize and arrest you. This is extremely problematic for quite a few reasons, and for that, I'm always going to be carrying a spare burner phone with me. Listen to me. There is no scenario where a government has had too much power and it ended up being a good thing. There's actually not really one historical example that I can think of where a government has had a surveillance state and it wielded way too much power over the people and it ended up being a good thing. With the information that they have about you, they can literally blackmail you. They can find out all your secrets, extract money from you. They can find out what medications you are taking. Historically, the biggest gangs are the ones who are in power.